Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Beandog here. I'm going to be bringing you guys some tips on how to get dark matter as easy as you can possibly make it. I'm just going to jump straight into this. I don't really have an intro, but um, I know some of you guys probably already know a lot of tips, and I know I'm a little bit late on this considering Black Ops came out a long time ago, but who knows, there might be some of you out there who have no clue about any tips on how to get this. So the first thing you're going to need to get dark matter is 100 headshots. In order to get 100 headshots easier, you want to be playing hardcore, free for all, domination, or kill confirmed. Personally, I'd recommend free for all because I find the people who play that are actually easier. And the reason you want to play this is the damage is lowered, so it makes headshots easier to get. I guess you can kind of assume that, but the next thing is you want to put on high caliber if it's available for the gun you're using, because this will just increase the headshot damage even more, which will make it easier. Also, for headshots, I'd recommend keeping your sensitivity down to about 6 or 5. Just keep it lower than you're used to. It'll help you aim on the head a little bit more. And then also for headshots, I would recommend putting on grip, because that'll make your gun more accurate. And maybe laser depending on the gun, because if you have to hit fire in some sticky situations. For the challenges, after you get your 100 headshots completed, you have to get 10 long shots or revenges. There's not really much tips for revenges. They kind of just, you're going to find that you get them by just playing without even realizing it. But I guess if I have to name a tip for that, it'd probably be let someone kill you and then go back to where they killed you, because most likely they're still going to be there, and then just kill them. But there's not really any tips for revenges. But for long shots, I would recommend putting the Varix 3 sight on, because you can zoom in and out. So if you're not long range, you can zoom out, but if you are, it practically makes the gun a sniper. So that helps a lot. Also, if you're going for long shots, long barrel obviously will help increase the range. So that's another tip. For the next camo after that, which is 50 kills without any attachments, you're just going to want to put on as many perks as you can. And I would probably recommend perks to keep you off the radar. So Ghost, Blind Eye, Hardwired, Cold-Blooded, Dead Silence, Blast Suppressor, maybe Awareness. Any of those would work, but you're going to eventually get 6 perks. So that'll help you kind of. That's not really that difficult of a challenge, though. The next one's 50 kills with 5 attachments and an optic. For this one, I'd recommend a short range optic like the Reflex or the Elo. And for the 5 attachments, it all comes down to personal preference. If you're going to play a small map, I'd recommend like Quick Draw, Rapid Fire, Stock, all of those. But if you're playing long, you can kind of switch it up with Grip, Long Barrel, Extended Mag. So it's all just personal preference on that one. That's just another easy one. But the one thing I will say is you actually can't even get 5 attachments till you're level 34. So if you're grinding for dark matter, make sure that you finish all the 5 optic and attachments on your guns before you prestige, because then you're going to have to wait a whole another 34 levels just to do that. I actually ran into that mistake a few times myself. Rapid kills is just a double kill. That's pretty self-explanatory, but for that I would recommend Rapid Fire and probably like Extended Mag, Quick Draw. That'll just help you get those double kills, and then play short range maps like Nuketown and shorter range maps. For the next challenge, which is Chameleon, this to me personally was the most difficult challenge. I don't know, some of you guys might not find it as hard. I know some of my friends don't find it very hard, but to me this was the hardest one. For this one, you basically just want to you're just going to want to camp as much as you can. So I would recommend putting, the off the radar perks I mentioned earlier, and just camp. But it might be kind of hard to explain, but you don't want to sit in one spot. You kind of want to lock down an area and keep on moving in that vicinity, and just kind of stay in the same general area. Though, when people will come to you, you just got to get that 5 kill streak. You got to get that 5 times. So that's the most difficult one in my opinion. Like I said, hardcore for sure. I played almost all my time in hardcore while going for dark matter. It helps a lot, unless there's a few times where you can go in core. Like if you're using the SVG or the PO6 or the snipers, you have to get one-shot kills for those. Core would be okay for that because it's pretty much a one hit. But I would say with the Locust and the Draken, maybe not even the Locust, but definitely the Draken, you're going to want to be in hardcore because you got to get one-shot kills, and that's pretty difficult to do in core. Same with the shotguns. You want, for the shotguns and submachine guns and stuff, you want to play short range maps, but I found for assault rifles, any assault rifle, any LMG, any sniper rifles, you want to play longer range maps like Hunted. Hunted Safeguard was really good for that. But for shotguns and submachine guns, definitely play maps like Nuketown and stuff. That'll help you get kills a lot easier. So that's pretty much all my tips that I would recommend. Dark matter takes a lot of time. It took me I'm Prestige 7. I got it right at the very end of Prestige 6, and I started it around Prestige 2, so you can do the math on that one. It took me about 4 or 5 prestiges to get dark matter fully, so it was quite the journey, but I would say it's well worth it. I really do like this camo, but I hope these tips helped you. If they did, let me know. Give me some feedback. If you didn't like some stuff that I did, go ahead and tell me that. Any feedback will be appreciated.